Thank you very much. Second on my list is France. Monsieur le Président, je peux vous demander, Monsieur le Président, vous restez juste là, et le directeur de l'Agence française anticorruption. Voilà. Merci, thank you. Then I'll ask the delegation of Azerbaijan to join. Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is not in the room at the moment. We'll move on. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Is there anyone from Bosnia? Bosnia and Herzegovina? Later? Okay. Okay. Croatia? The representative of Croatia? Oh, thank you. Sorry, I thought you were up there. Please. Stand here. Okay. Thank you. Move on. Estonia. Estonia. Yeah, it's coming, right? Estonia? No? Not here? Okay. We move on. Greece. I know, she's here. I saw her. Thank you. And move on to, you can stay here so that we, Montenegro. Thank you. Stay here. Yeah. Serbia. Serbia? Yeah. Thank you. Stay here, Petra. Slovak Republic. Slovak Republic. Slovak Republic not here. Oh yeah, please. Sorry. Yes. Thank you. Ah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Slovenia. Thank you. Bosnia and Herzegovina, it's here. Understand? Please, you see it? Just sign here. Thank you. Ukraine. Ukraine. Please. Sign here. Okay. Thank you. Albania. Thank you. Moldova? Thank you. Denmark? Thank you. And the last is a non-European country, c'est le tour du Bénin. Monsieur, je vous en prie. Thank you. Thank you very much. That ends the signatory ceremony. And if you can stay here, there is going to be a collective picture. Could you just go slightly towards the left, because the photograph would like to take the panel behind you. If we just move slightly rightwards, voila. And then can I ask the Minister of Justice and our Director of Information Society and Action Against Crime to join us in the panel here? Up here. It's better upstairs. How you feel? Yeah. So if you can just stay in the room, and we're going to listen to the closing remarks from the Minister of Justice of the Republic of Croatia and the Council of Europe Director of Action Against Information Society and Action Against Crime.
Well, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, is it functioning? I must say, is it functioning? Are we hear each other? Yeah? Okay. Well, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, at the opening session, I said I hoped we would learn new ideas from each other, which we could adopt to future improve our works in this important area. And at the end of this event, I'm happy I can say that last 2 days there haven't been many interesting and useful presentations in a plenary and a panel session. It is pleasing to note that remarkable progress have been made in delivering effective anti-corruption mechanism. Having said that, we should not forget the role that media and civil society are playing in this area. Of course, it is impossible to summarize these 2 days conference in a few minutes, but we will publish a summary with the key findings of the web page on the conference. Once more, I have to stress out the contribution in last 2 days. Have excelled expectorally and ensured the objectivities for this conference have been clearly met. With this in mind, I would like to sincerely thank all the speakers, the participants of this conference for this essential contribution to the success of this event. Also, I would like to thank our co-organizer, Greco, for their excellent cooperation in organizing this event. Many thanks to all participants who took the time and traveled to be a part of this event. Finally, I must say one big thanks for my people from my Ministry of Justice in Croatia who work very hard on organization this conference. Thank you, people. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we had a long last few days, and I'm sure you are looking forward to getting back to your respective homes. So thank you once again for your participation, and wish you have a safe journey to home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister, and thank you all participants, panelists, accompanying persons, and the interpreters for their great work. This was, I realize I'm the person standing between you, your planes, and your lunch, so I'll follow the Minister's example and be very brief. Just a few takeaways from the past 2 days. First of all, it was a global event. It is the first time that Greco has brought together participants from virtually every continent in the world, 250 altogether. What became clear is that political will is essential to fight corruption. We should, of course, think globally, agree on standards, but then act locally. Second, there cannot be an effective fight against corruption without an independent judiciary. Third, prevention is key. Reputations are hard to gain and easy to lose, so it is in everyone's interest to cherish them. Next, we should start prevention at a very early age, at kindergarten, at schools. The Greco Secretariat is working with the European Federation of Schools to develop an ambitious toolkit on this. We know, for instance, also from the example from Hong Kong, that the teaching against corruption starts indeed at a very, very young age. The role of the media, a specific panel was dedicated to that yesterday. And it is today a year to the day that Daphne Caruana Galizia was murdered. And others were murdered before her and sadly also since. It is an occasion to honor their memory, their work, their courage, and to ensure that in future no journalists are killed when they're investigating corruption. The economic dimension of media is important. The transparency of media ownership is a tool, transparency here again, to tackle corruption. And as we've heard and just seen, national anti-corruption agencies play a crucial role. The declaration that was just signed by 17 of you is a very concrete outcome of this conference, perhaps one of the most important ones, certainly a very concrete one, in that it creates a platform, or as it was said this morning, it is the software that enables the hardware of international law to function. Finally, a few new challenges that have emerged during this conference. There have been calls to see whether our legal standards are up to date, whether perhaps an additional protocol to the Criminal Law Convention to tackle grand corruption should not be considered. Besides, artificial intelligence, blockchains offer great opportunities, but also challenges to law enforcement. They should be embraced. I'll leave it at this. You will get, of course, a full report. But I would like once more to take the opportunity to thank you, Minister, most warmly, your fantastic team, and allow me also to thank my own team, the Council of Europe team, for the excellent work they have done. I wish you all a very safe journey home, or a very pleasant stay here in this beautiful country, and hope to see you soon again. Thank you very much.